your mark. The object of the game is simply to score as many points as you can. Eating these small dots in the maze gives you the minimum number of points, 10 points per dot. Big points come when you eat the energizers, the big flashing dots near each corner of the maze, and then kill the fleeing blue monsters. Each energizer is worth 50 points. The points for the monsters doubles as you eat them during a single blue phase. The first monster is worth 200 points, the second 400, the third 800, and the fourth 1600. During the first 3 or 4 screens of play, it's fairly easy to kill all 4 monsters with each energizer, for a total of 3,000 points. If you kill 4 monsters at each corner and eat up all the small dots, 240 of them, you gather 14,600 points for each screen. If you gobble up a few fruits on each screen, you add their values to the total. The first fruits, cherries, give small bonus points, 100 each. Each screen you play gives you different fruits with increasing point values. Strawberry, 300, and peaches, 500, for example. You eventually get to high screens where there is no fruit at all, but bonus thunderbirds, bells, and keys, worth 2,000, 3,000, and 5,000 points, respectively. It's a good thing. The bonus fruits and prizes are worth more during the later screens because it becomes harder and harder to eat all 4 monsters with each energizer. Eventually, you must be satisfied with eating only 1, or maybe 2, monsters per energizer. That's because the monsters stay blue for such a short period of time as the game progresses. Once they return to their original colors, they'll kill you. Every bona fide Pac-Man hero develops a love-hate relationship with the monsters. You've got to kill them for points, and they can kill you, so you hate them. But the monsters are so darn lovable, each with its own personality, that you can't help but feel some affection for them. A former introduction is in order. Meet the red monster, Shadow, nicknamed Blinky. He's the slyest of the monsters. He always seems to be on your trail like a shadow. His buddy, the 4 monsters, though not as sly as Shadow, he can actually outrun you, unlike the other monsters. The light blue monster is Bashful and is nicknamed Inky. Bashful is the darling of the monsters. He is so shy that he will actually run away from you if confronted. Some of us at times actually run through Bashful without injury. We're not quite sure why. The orange monster is Pokey, nicknamed Clyde. He's an ambitious little monster, always willing to attack you, but he's quite slow. You can usually outrun him. Getting to know the monsters, their personalities and reactions, is one of the most important aspects of good Pac-Man strategy. In fact, with so many bootleg computer chips in existence, components not made by Midway, the patterns in this book may not work on your local machine. Your only choice, then, is to fall back on those original Pac-Man skills, to plan your movements by expert knowledge of the monster's movements. 2 popular Pac-Man offshoots are Miss Pac-Man in the arcades and Atari Pac-Man for your television. Tips and strategies on how to approach these games are given at the back of the book. Each of these games alters the basic Pac-Man concept in ingenious ways. These alterations offer the tried and true Pac-Maniacs a few novel ways to demonstrate their dynamic skills. The final page of this book introduces you to the newest innovation in pinball design, Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man. This exciting machine is just now making its way into the local arcades. Start reading the following pages and begin a new chapter in your Pac-Man development. Maybe take a few days with this book by yourself and improve your game. Then challenge your friends or your enemies to a game. You'll amaze them with your daring and skill. Happy packing! And this concludes the reading of this introduction. The next chapter will be Tip 1, Elements of the Game.